Hello, Collective. This is Tam from Artemis Oracle. I'm going to do a no contact reading. So, this is going to be the messages from the person that you haven't been in contact with. And this is going to be for a love reading, someone you haven't been in contact with, that you were in some sort of romantic relationship connection, entanglement. What does this person think? What this person may want to say to you? Let's see what comes out. Right now, I have the tarot. I'm shuffling the tarot, and look what card came out. And I wasn't going to start off with the tarot. I was just shuffling, and the Lover's card came out. So that's number 6. The Lovers. Confirmation that this reading is meant to be. Okay, let's see what's the message this person wants to say to you. And then we'll use tarot to clarify. But, okay, we got, I miss the way I feel when I'm around you. Another card flipped out, but okay, we got 5 cards. I'm gonna get one more. I like to keep it even. Can I get one more message? One more, please, Spirit. Oh, 2 more came out. That's fine. At the bottom, I'm disappointed in myself for letting you down. So this person definitely has some remorse. I want to see if we could find out what cards. I kind of want to guess what cards are going to come out. They predict right now. I could see the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups, possibly. Tower. 8 of Cups. Okay. Wow. All right. So I miss the way I feel when I'm around you. I'm grateful that you came into my life. Watching you move on is killing me, but I want what is best for you. I'm keeping tabs on you. I keep dreaming about us together. Everything reminds me of you. I miss the feel of your body on mine. And I'm disappointed I let you down at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this person misses being around you. They miss the intimate times. They miss the spending time with you, being in your presence, being in your energy. They do think about you. They even dream about you. They're very grateful that you came into their life, because maybe you came into their life when they were going through a difficult time, or you may even feel this way about the person as well. You know, the messages could be the messages you would like to say to them, vice versa, because, you know, I don't know who's watching and everybody's situation is different, right? So, but this person, you know, they love you, they care about you, they want what's best for you, even if that means that you and them have to be apart, or you have to not be together, you know, and together, like you can't be together in a relationship, or you're just taking a break right now. It depends on your situation. They may have done something to let you down, and this has been a common theme that's been showing up. Somebody has regret over something, you know, possibly there was something that you wanted and they weren't able to give to you, possibly commitment, exclusivity. Maybe they're not communicating openly. They're keeping secrets. They probably are not prioritizing you or the connection. It could resonate in any way. You will know your situation more than I will. So now I want to go into tarot and we could clarify the cards. Yeah, let's do that. You know what? I want to go into the Revealing the Truth deck before we clarify, just to get some more information, details that could help you know if this reading is for you. Not all the messages will resonate. So, you know, some of the messages will, some will, all may, or none won't. It depends on your situation. And this could be going on around you as well, you know? Sometimes we are privy of other people's personal love lives, you know? Okay, so I want to see what the 3 cards to confirm if this reading is for the viewer, for the Revealing the Truth. Can we have 3 truths revealed, Spirit? 3 truths revealed, Spirit, Angels, Guides. 3 truths revealed, Spirit, Angels, Guides. Okay, we got pollution, reconcile. Pollution came out on the side. Reconcile was in the upright. One more, Spirit. One more, Spirit. One more message, Spirit. Okay. And like, oh, bonfire. came out in reverse. And it says safe haven, flame, home, sing and dance. Yes, I feel like somebody is feeling like the fire has been extinguished with the bonfire card being in the reverse. So there's no more flame. The flame has gone. There's no connection. Maybe if there was a very passionate connection, the fire may have died down now, and it's like reality may be setting in about what kind of relationship this truly is. And I did mention like this person may not have wanted more than just a good time. Possibly you do enjoy each other's company, but they're not willing to put in more of a commitment or establish a more, connected, exclusive relationship with you, right? So the pollution, it says infection, parasite, poison. So there may be something toxic that may be going on that could be a hindrance. And toxicity doesn't necessarily have to be like the person is a bad person or anything, but it could be like someone may have been manipulative, but that's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting is that somebody has some attachments, possible past experiences that may have contributed to them, not really giving into the situation. So they may be in the process of healing and, getting rid of, detoxifying themselves. Sometimes we go through a lot of trauma, abuse, neglect, and that pervades how we are in relationships, with partners, with our family, our friends, and even our, in the world around us, right? But maybe this person is undergoing a process of where they're trying to detoxify, trying to purify themselves, since the pollution card came out on the side, With the reconcile, this person is thinking about reconciliation. They're maybe considering it, but the thing is they have to consider in what way, if they disappoint you in the past, are they going to make up for it? Because it makes no sense to reconcile if you're not going to give a commitment, if that was something that was desired, and like this connection has fizzled in some way. Maybe there's no longer any passion because maybe somebody was turned off, no longer attracted to the other person, or just simply just no longer turned on by the situation itself. At the bottom of the deck, we have change. It seems like there needs to be some sort of change, some sort of transformation in the situation for it to improve or even to have a chance. Transformation, newborn, evolution. If you and this person didn't have a exclusive or committed relationship, this person may be considering that with the reconciliation. Maybe they're having a better understanding. It's just repair, cure, understanding, concession. Concession has to do with coming to terms with something. Also making, compromise, making some concessions, like maybe you have a conversation with this person and then you talk it out and then you're like, okay, well, this could happen, that, we could do this, try to make concessions. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices on both sides, or someone has to make a sacrifice. But something definitely needs to change, especially if somebody wants to reconcile. And since this card came out, is indicating that reconciliation is floating around in somebody's mind, and it could be floating around your mind as well. And with the Lovers card coming out, as I was doing, like just pre-shuffling the cards, preparing for the reading, it's very interesting. All right, so let's clarify something. I want to know, the first card I want to clarify is, I am grateful that you came into my life. I want to know what ways this person appreciates you. In what ways does this person appreciate the resonant Page of Wands? Okay, I got 3 cards. Okay, this is interesting because the Page of Wands came out in the reverse, It came out in the reverse, and it came out the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. I feel like this person had lost any hope, any inspiration, lost some drive. But when they, meeting you, saying, I'm grateful you came into my life, you may have helped them transition from a place of discontent, disharmony, internal mental and emotional conflict, and you helped, your presence helped guide them into a place of peace. and they see you as someone who is a wish fulfillment. You know, you probably were very caring, compassionate, and loving to them. And that's what helped them get out of a funk, whatever funk that they were in the situation. All right. So the next card I want to clarify is it said, watching you move on is killing me, but I want what is best for you. I don't think I need to clarify that, but I want to know. It's funny because the Temperance card came out. This has to do with moving on with peace. No, I'm saying moving on because the card says, but I feel like this is about them wanting to, they understand that if you have to walk away from the situation, that it's because you're trying to make sure that you're grounded, that you're secure, that you're centered, that you're healed yourself. The card, it says part man, part woman, all angel, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So 1 foot in the water is indicating that you are in touch with your emotions, or this person is in touch with their emotions. And the other part is that you're also grounded. So you're emotionally and mentally grounded. You're someone who is secure and stable, even balanced. But Temperance energy, this is Sagittarius. So that may be significant in some way. Something could have happened in Sagittarius season, or either one of you have Sagittarius in your chart. Okay, so I'm keeping tabs on you. That's pretty self-explanatory. This person's most likely watching your social media, keeping track of you in any way they can. They may be passing by your house. They may be passing by your job. They may be even, frequenting the places that they know you will frequent. They know your habits. I keep dreaming about us together. What are their dreams about? What is this person dreaming about? That card want to come out. Okay, got 2 more. This card, 7 of Cups. Yes, dreams. It's dreams. They keep thinking about the memories that they have with you. They find you to be very secure, abundant, grounded. But they think about the memories that they share with you. They possibly even think about creating stability with you. Maybe they even dream about being with you, like being married to you or having a stable home, just creating a life together, building together. Page of Cups. They even think about coming forward, apologizing, giving you some sort of message, a gift, just to let you know that they still care about you, that they still think about you. Yeah, everything reminds me of you. Okay, everything reminds them of you. Okay, so what reminds them of the collect? Whoever resonates. Everything reminds me of you. The Emperor. Six of Wands, victory. The Nine of Wands. And the Ace of Swords. But everything reminds me of you. How is that? The Emperor is someone who takes control. Somebody who takes the boss. Is a boss. Someone very well-rounded. Passionate, loving, caring, abundant, creative, a boss, established. Six of Wands, Nine of Wands. But everything reminds me of you. How does that relate to that? But I want to say it's like when something happens to them, like whenever they have some sort of success, something like where they do take control of a situation and then it ends up in their favor, they feel that part of them may want to share that with you, because if you were a source of support to them and anyone that they have, they want to share that with you. But they feel like that you possibly have your guard up against them, or they feel like they cannot reach out to you because of whatever transpired between you two. They don't feel comfortable coming forward, even though they would like to share their success. It's like whenever they have a win, they want to share it with you, because whatever you did for them, it probably allowed them to gain more confidence, be more assertive, be more of a boss, take more control of their life, take control of their themselves, and any success that they have, they may attribute it to you, and not like they give you complete credit, but they know that the support that you gave them is what, helped, was a booster for them, and that may be why the bonfire is in reverse, because you may have been a source of inspiration for them, and that's, since you're in no contact, that they no longer have that inspiration. you know it may even be that, wow, they may think, wow, if I was with this person, then maybe things would be better. So maybe if they aren't doing well, they possibly think, wow, whenever I was dealing with this person, things were going well, and now that things are kind of are challenging, someone does feel left out too, because it says home with bonfire in reverse, and one of the words is home. This person probably feels out of place. Five of Pentacles, possibly even abandoned. Okay, why? What did they do to disappoint the collective? Okay, we got Ten of Cups, Three of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. When you see Ten of Cups, it has to do with happy family, like people coming together, celebrating harmony, happiness, celebration. But I feel like because when I think of Eight of Pentacles, I think of somebody who's just very much focused, hyper-focused on whatever they're doing, whatever their pursuits are. And it has to do with Pentacles. So it could be work. It could have to do with money. It could do with material. It could have to do with some sort of stability. So this person may have prioritized their stability over their connection with you, and even like building together. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person didn't want to have this. This wasn't a priority for them, because they're very much focused on something else. Hopefully it isn't someone else, because the way this has this dude drawing a pentacle. Yes. Okay, you see that he's very much focused on drawing that pentacle, and she's here, like, looks like she's a model, she's posing. He's not paying attention to her. He's like so focused on money that he is just not even acknowledging her presence, Yeah, like he wasn't committed to the Two of Cups. He's more committed to his finances. I say he because of the Eight of Pentacles as the dude, So it could be vice versa. There could be a feminine energy who's more focused on her financial security and stability over a relationship. So it could go both ways, part man, part woman, all angel, It could resonate, Okay. So what is the most likely outcome for the situation? And three cards. What is the most likely outcome in this situation? We got the Six of Pentacles, balance, bringing fairness, balance into the situation, equal give and take, maybe possibly an end to breadcrumbing, possible outcome. The Fool, rushing to a new beginning, having a new beginning, having a change of perspective, also having a change of how they're going to give into the situation, transforming their, but this is if the person comes forward, King of Wands. I feel like this came on the reverse, and I feel like this person is just, trying to overcome their ego, and the Fool is someone who, hopefully this person isn't being like very egotistical, because the King of Wands can be like a little bit narcissistic. No. It may be a little narcissistic, maybe self-centered, egotistical. So maybe somebody is trying to balance that out. Maybe this is what the person needs to do. They need to work on their self-esteem on something, but not where they're, if they are being self-centered, only thinking about themselves, then that's something that needs to change, before there could be any equal give and take, any balance in the situation, the end of breadcrumbing, and in order for there to be a new beginning. But I want to know what this King of Wands in reverse is, because that kind of threw me off. I mean, I don't have to read it that way, but it could just simply be this person needs to overcome, any insecurities that they may have, take a leap of faith and not be afraid, because the King of Wands is someone who's fearless. If you think about it, he's fearless. He won't let anything stop him. But if the King of Wands is in reverse, it's indicating someone who's lacking courage. Sorry about the King of Wands. Just one card for the King of Wands. Death. Yeah, the Fool with the Death is like, yes. And I mean, what the King of Wands with death. Yeah, this person needs to, any insecurities, any issues with their sense of self-esteem, that needs to end in order for there to be a reconciliation, in order for there to be a successful reconciliation. Let me see what's at the bottom too. The Moon. They may need to get over like any subconscious fears. I may even have to open up about any of the emotions that they may be experiencing, things that they possibly never shared with you, even possibly the way they feel about you, because maybe that's something too the person never really committed to expressing to you or showing you. Okay, so I'm going to end the reading there. I hope it was helpful for someone out there. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I am your reader, and I'm wishing you a great one ahead. Bye.